Do you know what we are, Colby?
What's that?
We're Earth's trash sent to clean up Mars trash. What's going on, guys? My name is Barry.
And this is Colby.
And this is Who Watches This.
Music.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to a new month of Who Watches This podcast.
Yeah.
And we are excited for this month's theme, and it is live anime adaptations.
Oh, that's a better way to say it. I wasn't sure. I was like, what do you call them? Live action movies made off of anime movies. That's
so long. You know, it reminds me of what the Karate Kid's original name was going to be. East meets West in West. I saw that in an article today.
That's kind of amazing.
Oh no, but so for the first movie we are doing for the month, I'm gonna have to put a trigger warning because it involves bugs.
It does involve bugs,
and the terrifying things that they could involve too. No, we watched, I believe, 2016's Terra Formars.
Yes.
All right, so Colby, before we get into the whole plot of the movie, what did you watch the trailer when I sent the movie for the week?
I did. Mm-hmm. Yes. And I was like, immediately, I was like, yes, this is the one. I never saw the anime. Since I've watched the movie, I've gone and watched a little bit of the anime because it is.
It's even more gross.
It's amazing.
Oh, so yeah, if you end up watching the anime, you'll get to see the second half of this movie.
Okay.
Right. No, but if you guys haven't really seen it, it's produced. It was directed by Takashi Miike, who is just one of the biggest directors, I believe, in Japan. He has Audition was like everybody's horror film list.
Yes.
Ichi the Killer, which is
okay. I totally know. Yes.
Another movie we're gonna do this month, Blade of the Immortal.
Yes.
Right, and that one is a masterpiece. Not to say that this one isn't, but it's gonna be on the lower bar of things.
I enjoyed this one.
Yeah. I know, but I feel like this movie isn't gonna be like in everyone's like taste.
I don't know.
Mainly because cockroaches, like right? Oh yeah, the transformation sequences in this movie is amazing and gross. But let's get into the sort of the plot of this movie. It's not really plot heavy. Mainly because it's actually leaving out a lot of story that's can really only be told in a series type of
right, because they put in a lot. I mean, they put in info in, but as a movie, as an action movie, you would have had to cut action to add story.
Exactly, and you don't want to do that with this one.
Oh no.
Because this one kind of jumps into the frying pan really quickly. Like, there is no marinating this steak. It is just straight onto the pan.
Yes.
All right. So we start off in, I believe, year 2597.
Something like that, yeah.
Right.
2597.
And then we actually we see our main character and his girlfriend escaping from something.
Yes.
That we're not familiar with, but they end up getting caught and pretty much forced into this mission to clean up Mars. Right. And it seems like most of the people that's on this mission are criminals. And like people on probation. There's like a whole bunch of different things.
Yeah. There's a terrorist and what's it called? A ringleader of a child prostitution Yakuza.
Yeah, like 2 Yakuzas. One of them is actually just a former space captain, but after punching his commanding officer,
yep, that's right,
got court-martialed. I don't know. But yeah, it goes really quickly from that to they're already approaching Mars. So it seems like maybe they have space travel a little bit down.
Right.
Because the reason that they're going to Mars is because 500 years ago, so 2099, they sent people there to put moss and cockroaches onto Mars. That way, I don't know the science, so sorry. But
so kind of like with Alien movie, mm-hmm. they had put the atmosphere machines there.
Yeah.
And then they were going to try to terraform the planet.
Yeah.
Here they decided to basically put moss and cockroaches because those would be the things that could survive without human interaction, and eventually they would
grow an atmosphere.
There was another movie that was
doing that, right? That
was doing that too.
I mean, a lot of movies want to do, like a lot of sci-fi space movies do that.
Yeah.
But this one just went for the most basic tools.
And it was like, it's current day. We know Earth is eventually going to poop out, so we're going to need to move to Mars. So let's go ahead and just
start now.
And then
for the future.
500 years from now, it'll be ready for us.
Listen, you can't leave that alone for 500 years.
And this movie is exactly why.
Jeez, I mean, like, so when you get the first glimpses of how they terraform Mars, you just see waves of roaches, and my whole thing is just, how do they get that many roaches there?
Roaches like to breed,
I guess, right? Like, but no, like, did they just like send a spaceship, have it like land, and then just open the hatches, and it was just all roaches?
Yeah.
Oh, so gross. Jeez. All I'm thinking about is that scene from Snowpiercer. Spoiler alert if you haven't seen Snowpiercer, where they're making the protein bars.
Yep.
Oh no, but see, so this band of misfits mission is to kill all of the roaches.
Right. And as far as they know, they're like, well, you just got to kill the roaches, and they're thinking earth roaches,
right?
And they get there, and what they pop open a giant
like
parade fogger, and they're like, yeah, that's good. Let's go see if anything lived.
And they rummage through the moss, and they're like, where are the roaches?
Yeah,
right. And then all of a sudden, like, they break up into groups to really do recon. Right. On Mars, which first of all, I don't know how a band of of criminals are going to exterminate an entire planet worth of roaches. Right?
Roaches are pretty hardy,
right? But as they're trying to do recon, see the terrain of Mars, they don't have their space helmets on because, oh look, there's an atmosphere, we can breathe now, which is awesome, great. But one of the groups turns a corner and sees 7-foot like Martian, like what they believe to be Martian beings.
Yeah.
And like they're holding clubs. So like in the scheme of things, they are in the Stone Age of development, right?
Right. It's kind of roach, kind of the Croods.
It kind of reminds me of what they kind of look like, the Stonehenge people.
Yes.
That's exactly what they look like, right? We have our main character, Soichiro and Nanao, right? These are the people that like, oh, you know, like we're following, and so they see one of them by themselves, and I don't know why, but for some reason, whenever anybody from Earth tries to make contact with an alien, they don't speak in their own language. They always speak in English, because he sees it and he waves to it. He's like, hello.
Right. Even though Japan's the one who put the cockroaches, so you would think that if
they're Japanese cockroaches,
if they were Japanese cockroaches, they would speak Japanese if they were going to speak a language.
Right.
But no,
no.
Speak to them in English.
But so like we miss small details in the movie, but in the anime, it explains that the physiology of a cockroach. So a cockroach can move I think 10 times its speed, and like hold up its body like 10 times its body weight or something, right?
Yeah.
So now you put that on a 7-foot humanoid type of being, and it's pretty much like a small version, or like just an insect version of Superman.
Right.
Like, all of these roaches, a whole planet full of 7-foot roaches, are probably like 4 to 5 notches above Olympian strength and speed.
Big old Arnold Schwarzenegger roaches.
Right? Just imagine Arnold Schwarzenegger, but also Usain Bolt. Like, just imagine that thing coming at you at Usain Bolt speed.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so when we first make contact, it actually snaps Nanao's neck in an instant.
Right. And you're like, oh, what main character's already dead? This is Game of Thrones?
Right. And so they wait until they make first contact with these roaches, right? To go back into the ship and explain to them that, like, oh, hey, just in case you guys have these vials that's going to morph you with the DNA that we have now infused in you.
Yes.
So not only are we doing space travel in the year 2599, we're also doing genetic splicing and
genetics and some genetic engineering. Well, I guess by 2599,
yeah.
I would assume that
they can do it, right?
That they can do genetic,
right? So everyone has a specific like insect.
Yes.
Which I found kind of weird. I feel like if you're going to make these people battle these 7-foot Shaq-like figures, right, that you would just give them all the most the insect DNA to deal with all of these problems.
Yeah.
Because the 2 Yakuza guys got one for underwater and underground. Like the most useless thing on Mars. Yeah, they tell them that, hey, you guys can inject yourself with this and you'll have like powers to be able to deal with these cockroaches.
Right.
And so pretty much the majority of this movie is them trying to see if they could fight off these cockroaches, because the terrorist guy is like, you came here to get money, right? Okay. Hey, and he's like, all right, I'll dispose of this cockroach right here. And he has like the power of an insect that can do sort of a flamethrower.
Yes.
Thing.
Yeah.
And and everyone's like, oh my god, oh, he's been stranded in the Middle East taking care of like war time stuff.
Right. Yeah, he's a badass. He should be able to take out roaches without special powers.
Right. I don't know about that. But yeah, so he does the injection, becomes this insect, and he thinks he's won, but I also think that he forgot how resilient cockroaches are.
Right.
So after pretty much Iron Manning this guy with his laser flame, he's like, job's done. And then the cockroach punches right through. And they're like, and the rest of the crew is like, oh my god, if he can't kill him, what chance do we have?
Yeah.
And so they finally decided, like, okay, we got to get out of here. We don't have enough tools to deal with this kind of situation. Right. But Bugs 2, which is the name of their ship, for some reason can't function. And so they have to make it to Bugs 1, which was a ship that researchers used 10 years prior. And so the captain and the hacker end up saying, like, hey, we're going to stay and distract all these bugs. That way you guys have a better chance of getting to Bugs 1.
Right.
And one of the captain is a super badass.
Yeah, he is. He's a bullet ant.
Right, which can lift 100 times its own weight.
Yeah,
and so you have to apply that.
Most powerful ant staying on the planet.
Right.
I watched that one show with the guy who goes out into the wilderness and then has weird bugs bite him.
Oh, Survivor Man?
Is that what it's called?
I think so. The more legit one.
Yeah.
It broke my heart to find out that Bear Grylls was fake. I was like, but you know what? I can't take a freaking flint onto planes anyway.
But yeah, I enjoy that show where he goes out there and he's like, bullet hand, and he gives you the whole rundown, and then he puts it in a little glass jar and puts it on his arm and shakes it until it bites him, and then he cries for 15 minutes.
I would too, but it's your fault. You agitated it,
Right.
If you leave things alone, they'll leave you alone.
Yeah.
Oh man, and so he's like super badass though. He's like killing roaches left and right.
Yeah.
Right. The hacker guy though, he kind of just like he transforms, and then he like hides,
and then he gets killed.
He gets killed, but his bug power allows him to be pretty much immortal in that state.
Yes.
But then I also think like, well, what if like when the serum like runs out, wouldn't you just become human again and then die?
I guess the serum wouldn't wear out while you're dead because no blood flow or anything like that.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. And so he's apparently like the bug that he has DNA of can revitalize itself after you spray some water on it.
Yeah.
But me knowing how messed up I was, like, oh dude, we don't have any water. I guess I'll just pee on him. That's
a different website.
Disclaimer: don't pee on anybody. Don't say that it's us who's mentioned it either. No. So the rest of the crew goes downstairs to prepare to make it to Bugs One. The murderer / I believe rapist.
Yes.
He's all like, guess it's my turn. And he turns into this like bug that can fire jet itself out of situations.
Right. Which doesn't necessarily go with the like explanation of the bug. Because the bug has got like a huge puff of gas that he can shoot out of his abdomen to escape. And here it basically turns his mouth into a flamethrower that's like a super jet.
Yeah, but
strong
it's like,
enough to push the tank.
Well, I think it gives them acceleration, right?
Super acceleration.
But it has to be one of the worst ones.
Yeah.
Because there's this thing that's like, it's literally looks like he's always choking.
Yep.
But then it's super gross, right? But they're trying to make their way to Bugs One. One of the girls is oddly attracted to him after he's all like, I guess it's my turn. I was like, you have issues.
Yeah.
Because the other girl, the one who's Russian, I believe, is like super grossed out because earlier in the movie he like puts her fingers in his mouth.
Yeah.
It's so gross.
Yeah.
Oh man. But as they're getting to Bugs One, there's like this huge wave of cockroaches. Gross.
Yes, tidal wave of roaches.
So they make it through the first wave and they think they're in the clear, right? But no, there's a much bigger one right next to it. See if these people knew anything about waves. But the two, like the girl who's like oddly attracted to this murder rapist is like, we'll go out there. We have to protect him so we can get to our destination.
Right.
And we learned that they have like a more defensive capabilities.
Yes.
But they don't make it out of that.
Right. And like one of them's like super camouflage, and then she doesn't camouflage because they're going through like a wall of roaches.
Yeah.
And so she just kind of gets stomped.
Well, okay. So like, I think the camouflage was for it to escape, but it's also like a defensive type of bug, I guess.
Yeah.
But I guess maybe she just thought like, well, you're not going to be enough, even though hers is more suited for that type of situation.
Right.
Because she was some sort of bug who like have said that an elephant could step on it and it would still be alive.
Right.
Right.
And then that one died pretty quick too. I wanted that one to get stomped a lot more before it died.
Oh, right. Well, it's the soft part, it was the face.
That's true.
Maybe if it was like her arm first, it wouldn't have, but you live and you learn,
It's true. Yeah, she didn't evolve enough. She had tough arms, but not a tough abdomen.
Well, she probably needed another shot.
Yeah.
So pretty much only three people make it to Bugs 1.
Yes.
Oh, no, 5 people make it to Bugs 1. The 3 and the 2 Yakuza guys.
Yes.
But they find out the Bugs 1 isn't operational. So they go back downstairs, but the 2 Yakuza guys have now been shot. And so at this point, we think that there might be more smarter cockroaches, because when we cut back to Bugs 2, there's a cockroach on a cell phone.
Yeah.
And I'm like, where did he get that cell phone? We cut back to Bugs 1, and we learned that these cockroaches are using rifles. It's terrifying. It's like when you give a monkey a knife. Like, how much more dangerous can you get? But we learned that Soichiro has the deadliest insect DNA.
Oh yeah.
What is he's like a battle hornet or something?
Yes.
And yeah,
so he's basically a murder hornet.
Oh yeah. Oh no, I think it was like something like that, right?
Yeah,
like
because he's the Japanese giant hornet.
Oh, there you go. Which can sting and produce venom multiple times. Not like a punk ass bee.
Yeah,
that dies.
Punk ass bee.
We learned that the kickboxer guy is a locust, which makes sense because he's a kickboxer, right? And then the other girl is like deadly but pretty.
Yes,
she is an
praying
orchid
mantis.
Yeah, an orchid praying mantis.
Yeah,
which is, I guess, the most deadly praying mantis
and the prettiest.
Right? It's a
because it looks more like a flower than it does just a tree branch.
Right. Oh, so it's like it's camouflage and deadly. It's like you never see it coming.
Right. That was one of the funny ones, because then she starts to transform, and her hair also goes into like cute braids, like little pony braids, and I was like, How did your hair transform like that? I'm like, I could see your hand turn into claws. And your face, you like grow like antenna, but your hair.
It's the same way when Fat Thor put on his armor, and then all of a sudden his beard was in braids.
Yes.
It's a transformation magic, guys. Transformation science.
Yeah.
Can't dispute it. No, and so they exterminate a good chunk of cockroaches.
Yes.
Right? And so they make as they're trying to think of what to do, we see Bugs 2 start to lift off. Oh, yeah, before that, actually, we find out that the talking cockroach who is about to kill the captain was actually one of the girls who died at the beginning of the movie, who is some sort of bug that can take over cockroaches.
Yeah, she's like a cockroach queen wasp or something.
Yeah,
but it's like a bug that can sting an insect and then kind of take over it, and then basically it like lays its eggs inside of it.
Yeah. And so that's where we find out that this was actually a plan between her and the hacker, and they were trying to bring back a egg.
Yes.
Of one of the Mars cockroaches. Right. And she says, "Oh, I made these 2 cockroaches." Fuck. You guys obviously don't see that, but I'm making the jack off motion. and
she says it much more politically correct than that, but that's basic. If it was translated and if it was dubbed in English, that's what she would say.
I want it to be dubbed by Danny McBride. No, and so these cockroaches mated while under the influence of this other insect, right?
Yes.
And it hatches as they're trying to lift off, and then it crashes next to Bugs 1. But this is where we learn that these cockroaches have now evolved a little bit because of the influence of this human/insect DNA.
Yeah, and they said that also the radiation from the planet has altered their speed of evolution.
Terrifying.
So it's kind of like every time after every fight, they're a little bit better and a little smarter.
Right. They're like pretty much Saiyans from Dragon Ball.
Yes.
No, but I was they have tactics because they hid with the guns, right?
Yep.
And so now Soichiro, the kickboxer, and the praying mantis girl is like, I guess we gotta go out. You know, if we're gonna go out, we go out swinging.
Yep.
And and then so Soichiro and the kickboxer are kind of killing it, but they're getting overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Right?
Because there's a whole wave of cockroaches.
Yeah. And now we have these two like super cockroaches with like those little like these 3 little dots on their forehead to differentiate them from the regular cockroaches.
Yep.
And things get more serious as the praying mantis girl gets killed. She gets chopped with her own hand.
Yeah, they rip off her arm and then chop her head off with it.
I know, and like all I could think about is like Nelson from The Simpsons is the cockroach goes, "Why are you killing yourself?" So Ichiro and the kickboxer take another dose of the insect DNA thing.
Yes.
And they go into like a more of a super mode, but they say that if you take too much, your body won't be able to handle it.
Right.
And so as Soichiro, who is a more powerful bug than the kickboxer guy.
And I don't know if we mentioned this earlier, sorry. But like they inject themselves, they bug up, but they bug up for like 5 to 10 minutes and then it wears off and then they human back up.
Yeah. And so that's very important because like this is where they state if you take too much, your
body won't be able to revert back.
Right. But so Soichiro only takes 2 because he just needs a little bit more juice.
Yeah.
But the kickboxer guy, maybe he's just being more overwhelmed or something. But he takes like 3 and then he gets his wings. And then we have a pretty cool aerial battle. Like what Superman should have been. But then he keeps taking more and more.
And he probably is up to like 7 or 8.
Yeah.
And his face is no longer like human face. He's full on.
Yeah, he looks like a Kamen Rider, like a villain.
Yes, totally.
Yeah, right. And then you could tell Soichiro is sort of getting to like that too because his face keeps like phasing in and out of like almost being too bugged out.
Yeah.
But then he only takes maybe a third. Does he take a third dose?
I don't know if he ever
took the third one. Right?
Yeah.
But the kickboxer knows he's like done for, and it looks like as they're about to be overwhelmed, a moth comes flying out of nowhere. And this is how I knew moth dust was always like deadly. Like, they always tell you like if you touch a moth, don't touch your eyes, you'll go blind.
Right.
And this is why.
And I've watched enough Mothra movies
to know, right?
Yeah.
But no, it's actually Nanao who started to cocoon herself when she died. And so the kickboxer says like, you gotta get out of here. She's gonna freaking blow up everything. And, Soichiro, not wanting to leave her behind, tries to stop her. But the kickboxer guy flies them out of range of the explosion.
Right. Because
the more evolved Super Saiyan cockroach tries to shoot her down. And this doesn't know that the fire will spark all the moth dust. She just spread it around. And so as they fall down, we see the kickboxer who is now just fully transformed into a locust with like white hair. Gross. He's like, bro, I'm not even human anymore, huh? And then like he tries to ET him or something. So Soichiro knows he has to leave. And so he gets into bugs 2 or 1?
2.
Oh yeah, because it has the escape pod.
Yes.
Right? He gets into there and he finds the hacker guy still alive because some of the water on the ship dropped on himself.
Yep. Brought him back to life.
Yeah, and brought him back to life. And they make it to the escape pod. And then we cut back to Earth, the person, Honda, who sent them there, which I'm really hoping is not Honda Motors. It's just like another Honda guy. So called the hacker guy actually broadcasts it to the entire Earth why they're there in Mars and what's happening on Mars.
Yeah.
And so Honda has to go into hiding. He kills his assistant because she was a spy sent by the government. And and the hacker guy and Soichiro are in their escape pod talking about what they're going to do when they get back. Hacker guy's like, man, I'm going to make so much money.
Yep.
And Soichiro is like, I'm going to come back.
And you feel for the hacker guy because even though he's a little bit evil because he's working for the man.
Yeah.
But there's like a little backstory about him and like his big family being all super poor and he was going to be a tech guy and then he got gypped out of his program that he made.
Yeah.
And so this was his last chance to make enough money to save his family.
Yeah, and it was pretty sad because I was just like, he got falsely accused of raping somebody.
Yeah.
I was like, Jesus. His family is huge. Yeah, and like he has to have been the first one because he looks sort of the oldest. Yep. Yeah, and I think it was I think it was a university he was trying to get into, or maybe it was like a degree he was trying to achieve. You know, this is why Bill Gates never went to college, you know. He's like, these motherfuckers are just going to steal my idea.
That's right.
Oh, man. But yeah, we get to the end of the movie right there. I feel like, unfortunately, this is just, we're not going to get the sequel for this.
But I would love a sequel to this.
It is so much fun. Colby, what are some of your favorite parts for this?
I didn't, like in the previews and stuff, they don't show the transformations. They were amazing. And even though that there's a lot of CG with the bugs, with the cockroaches, it's well done CG, where it's not like Sci-Fi Channel, oh, look at the computer animated alligator walking towards us.
Yeah.
I guess maybe a lot of that, like the background and stuff, is CG also, so it all kind of blends better.
Yeah.
But it's clean. It's real clean. I like the look of it.
Yeah. What about the attention to detail? So what I mean by that is when they kill these cockroaches, there's this white liquid all over the place.
All over the place.
And it's just like, it's so gross because if you've ever killed a cockroach before, that stuff splurts out and it's like, it's almost popping a pimple.
Right. Right. And obviously, the bigger the cockroach, the more white stuff's going to squirt out when you squish them. And these are big old 7-foot tall cockroaches.
Oh, it's so great. I'm like sad. There's like a lot of fights that they left out of this.
Right. Like, because there was a couple people who just got boop.
Right,
like the cockroach jumps into the ship and just beheads 2 people immediately.
Yeah.
You don't even get to see what bug they were supposed to be.
I thought that the bugs, like the explanation of the bugs, I thought was really cool.
Yeah.
You know, because it's like almost like watching, you know, the like planet Earth a little bit. No, it's just planet Mars and there's things trying to kill you. But
yep.
But I thought that was really cool. I like the transformations were gross though. They're cool but gross.
Yeah.
Right.
But they were well done.
Yeah, no, and then like and some of the fights with it, like you could tell it's just like, oh, like when they tore off his hornet, their stingers, and the pus or whatever was just oozing out of. Ugh.
Yes, it was a good mix of practical effects, and their costumes were definitely, you know,
hours
classic Japanese prosthetic kind of things.
I mean, you know that it took hours to put those that latex makeup on and stuff like that. Oh man, my only qualm is that you didn't get to see all the bugs, and that could be like a budget issue too.
Right, and a little bit of time. Yeah, if there was. But I guess this movie is about an hour and 40 minutes.
Yeah, like around there.
Yeah, I guess you'd have to push it to be 2 hours to have showed the last couple people transform as well.
Yeah. Is not a whole lot of other things to really look forward to in this movie, but it does action so well.
Yes.
right?
Yeah, like, and the fight scenes are very like, we have done the Guyver, so
right,
like that kind of fight scene with the
and it suspends belief just a little bit, like to the point where you could believe because they have these insect powers that they could do a lot of these things. Like my favorite fight scene is when the kickboxer guy takes it into like the air and he's like fighting all of these cockroaches.
Yeah,
which also is another terrifying sight when you see these cockroaches fly in the air.
Oh right, yeah, because you don't see them fly until Locust pops some wings, and then all of a sudden all the cockroaches are like, whoop,
well, no,
they take off after him.
They do that in the what's it called to take down the bugs too.
Oh no, you're right. You're right. Yes,
they start flying, and I think it's because those mutated or those evolved cockroaches from the girl, they start to yell and they're like, "Hey, I bet you guys didn't know you had wings." Oh my god, it's a terrifying sight. It just reminds me back in like in Las Vegas. I think last year there was that time of the year where we just had a huge grasshopper infestation.
Right.
Well,
that was 2019. I'm surprised that wasn't 2020. It seems like something that would have happened in that year.
Yeah, but they're covering that ship and they're buzzing their wings. And,
yep.
Man, there's some parts of this movie that's gonna make your skin crawl just a little bit. Like, oh my god. Like, just imagine if you worked in New York and you worked in a skyscraper and you're like 50 stories high, and there's just a cockroach bed outside of your window looking at you.
Yep.
So this whole series is new to Kobe, but for me, it's been a couple years. But one of the only gripes I have about this is that it maybe because the adaptation doesn't work going live, but in the manga and the anime, I believe, the dead stares of these cockroaches is much more horrifying. I think it's because it sits there longer with you versus in the live action.
Okay.
Yeah, because the eyes of these cockroaches don't like freak you out or just be.
No, not in this. I like actually was. They almost look silly, like.
Yeah, see, and I think that's why, like, because they turn it into live action, it almost becomes comical.
Right.
Would you rather have them not been like 7 foot, maybe like 6'4", and with more human-like eyes, or do you like the?
No, I don't think I would have liked it. I don't think it would have worked as well with human eyes. They needed to be that like black hollow looking eye.
Oh, cool. Is there any other scenes that you liked from here?
I just like all the transformations, all the like. It was totally like watching just pumped up Power Rangers. Right, like and like you said, like Bass Rider, Kamen Rider.
Yeah,
there was a couple like because he's got the bug eyes and the little antennas and stuff. That just, man, that's always been my favorite stuff that's come out of Japan. So this was just like new good stuff.
Yeah, if you want Kobe to like something, just slap either a dinosaur, a shark, or cool bug stuff.
Yep.
So question: do you think this could be an American movie?
So I feel like not to say bad things about Americans, but they're like they would have taken this and they would have just it would be a very, very different movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, they would have been like all CG. There would have been no practical effects. They would have either tried to make them very bug-like, like if they transform into like, make him look very Wasp instead of.
Yeah, like you mean like what's it called? The dude from The Fly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like Cronenberg creation.
Yep, exactly. I feel like that Japan does that kind of like that half transformation, where it's almost a little goofy, but it's like it's what you expect, so it just perfectly fits.
Yeah.
And if they did that here, it would be like, oh, are they making this is this supposed to be like a kid horror movie? Like, I don't know.
Oh, there would definitely be a lot of upset parents.
Yeah.
Like, I thought this was going to be a Power Rangers-esque type of movie, but then a girl's neck got snapped.
Right. And if they put it in America and they did this and they did that kind of costume, they would have definitely had like half the crew be children.
Right.
It'd be like all like 15-year-olds.
Oh.
You know,
Japan will do that too, but still keep the content the same, so it's more horrifying. Like, these children never got to live their life. And then Japan will be like, yeah.
Yeah.
That is the woe of life. No, yeah, I think it's also because like Japan has like after watching so many like so much anime, so much like dramas and movies and stuff like that, like kids like they have I think a larger array of bugs. But one of my friends who lives in Japan was like, oh yeah, dude, like one of the things to do in the summer is to find like a Hercules beetle and have your beetles fight each other like Pokemon. And I was like, oh yeah, it's like kind of like messed up.
Would you think about that? And you're like, oh, maybe that's probably where some of that Pokemon stuff came from.
Probably, right? I mean, like, yeah, you always want to find like so I think they have a sort of fascination with like bugs like stuff. Mm-hmm. But then again, like, they get a lot of their inspirations are also from like Western authors, like H.P. Lovecraftian type of things, like Eldritch horrors.
Yeah,
all the tentacle stuff. I don't know why. And so it's like a nice give and take. Japan just has like a bigger fascination with bugs than Americans do.
Yeah,
because man, most of our bugs aren't even that deadly either, except for like the murder hornet. And like I think the brown recluse is like the worst thing here,
right?
Or I guess,
and then we get scorpions and
oh yeah, Las Vegas has scorpions. Only the desert places have scorpions.
Yeah,
which just to let you know, FYI guys, if you come across a baby scorpion, kill it right away, because they're more deadly than the adult ones.
Yes. And I guess it's because they don't know how to control their venom, and so when they sting you, they full unload. Where like a
it reminds me of my teenage years. What's up?
I'm glad I brought my hand sanitizer.
Right, teenagers. Yeah, I guess that makes more sense. But so for some people they're like, oh look, a baby scorpion, so cute.
Right. Oh, it's a baby, it won't hurt you.
Nope.
Yep.
Yeah, so I think that's why it works so well in Japan. They have a lot more things that are out there. If you guys have any interest in Japanese like cinema whatsoever, I mean, you're gonna know there's movies like Ichi the Killer that's just completely out there. That's another Takashi Miike.
Right.
13 Assassins is an awesome callback to like old Japanese samurai movies.
Yep.
That one isn't as out there. That one's just a really good movie. I want to talk. But there's also that one. Oh god, there's this one movie from the 80s. It's like this Japanese movie where the guy becomes a cyborg, but it's only because his body starts to mutate into it.
Oh, yes, Tetsuo.
Yeah, there you go, Tetsuo. And so Japan, I feel like for their cinema is much more open-minded.
I feel like it's we've got like the kind of like the small press, like the film festival kind of things.
Yeah.
Where Japan has much more open to allow those things into like mainstream movie theaters and stuff. At like some of those things,
right?
Where you'd only see them on DVD or like
Oh, right. So that's why I love like Japanese cinema is so awesome for doing these type of things. I mean, we used to have these type of movies,
right?
You know, if you look at the Centurion collection with like Eraserhead and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I just don't know where America has like gone where we can't make these type of movies, and I guess it's all about the money now.
I think that's totally it. It's where it's like, hey, if we can get 75% of the people to enjoy this movie versus 10% of the people to enjoy this movie, let's go for the money.
I mean, I'm just saying, if I see another like Fast and Furious movie, I'm gonna blow my.
There's another one coming.
Oh God. So it's funny too. Like when I talk to when I used to talk to foreign students when I was going to college and stuff, they're amazed that American TV has so many seasons of a series.
Oh, right.
Or they're like, why are American movies always have happy endings? You know, sometimes it's never like that. What about what happens after?
Yeah, I think about that too. Like a lot of like the Japanese shows and stuff. It's a season or it's 2 seasons and then the story's over. In America, they're like, hey, if this is making money, keep making more. And I always thought about that with like the show like Lost.
Oh.
Like that's got such a like an ending. And how do you, like, you don't know if you're going to get a next season till this season's over. Mm-hmm. So how do you end every season without, like...
ending it.
Without ending it or without, you know...
Yeah, I think that's why it was such a shitstorm.
Right.
Towards the last half of that series, right?
Yeah.
I never got into Lost. I was like, oh,
the first couple seasons are fantastic, especially if you don't... No. At that point, if you didn't know... what the reveal was at the end, but then it was like, oh, we got renewed for another season. Okay, let me try to write that so that we can make our ending then.
Right.
And then it's like, oh, one more season. Okay, let me write another season. We draw this out another year, and so then it kind of got like,
yeah, and that's hard to do
muddled.
For 24 episodes.
Right.
So last question, Kobe. If you had to see an American actor for this movie, who would you put as the lead guy? Who could carry this movie on their back?
I'm like, we'll just take the cast of Fast and the Furious and just bring it over here.
Oh, Vin Diesel. Vin Diesel as the Japanese murder hornet. All right. I mean, we don't really have action stars now, right?
It's different, yeah, than it used to be.
Like before, your go-tos were Sylvester Stallone, Arnold, Jean-Claude Van Damme, Dolph Lundgren.
Right.
After he shed the Russian image.
Yep.
But like, could you see anybody doing this or?
I don't know. See, like you should have told me this before so I could think about it. My old brain doesn't work that fast anymore. I guess we got to throw Momoa in there somewhere. There we go. We take the cast of the Justice League because you got like the main guy could be Affleck.
Yeah,
that would work.
Jason Momoa could be the boxer. Instead of the kickboxer,
yes,
he could have that deep sea shrimp power.
Yep,
remember that? You know that.
Oh,
that
one
right?
was good too. You're right. That reminded me of. I thought about that movie during this.
For some reason, for me, like I just thought about this question while we're filming, but for me, for some reason, I felt like Carl Urban. Carl Urban is a chameleon.
Yeah.
All right. He could do whatever he wants. And not a lot of people give him the respect he deserves.
You're right. We could bring him in.
Yeah, because it's funny. Like Carl Urban to me, he has sort of that. He's like a step above Adam Scott. Like he has that boyish charm to him.
Right.
But then he could be a total badass. Where Adam Scott just has the boyish charm.
Yeah. And I feel if this was an American movie, they made the corporate U.S. owner bad guy.
Yeah.
They made him kind of like the bad guy from Fifth Element.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say.
But if they made that an American movie, they would have brought in
Will Ferrell.
No. They would have made it super serious. They would have brought in I don't know, somebody who was like a
Paul Giamatti
like a drill sergeant, like a.
Oh, man. I know what you mean. For some reason though, I saw Will Ferrell from Zoolander. Because it kind of feels like outlandish as well. He's like, "What do you think about this jacket? It's dope, right?"
Yes, they would have totally cut that out in the American. That would have never.
All right, or that's another movie that we got in the 90s. The Fifth Element was an awesome, out of nowhere type of film, right?
Yeah.
All right. So, but yeah. We're getting to our hour. If this is the first time you guys are joining us, thanks for joining us. Hope you enjoyed the episode from our live anime adaptation month. But if this is the first time you're joining us, we do our reviews in 4 sections. We have Stream It, DVD It, Blu-ray It, and Ultimate Box Collection. So Colby, where are you at for this?
I want there to be a sequel, and then I will take the Ultimate Box Collection. Or I would like to package this up with the anime. Ooh.
Oh, there you go. And then the packaging, right, for it will be Bugs 2.
Yes.
The ship. Awesome.
Yeah. Because I don't want it to be the cockroach head. Because I don't want that thing staring at me at night.
Right, and all of a sudden you're asleep in your room, and it's just in the corner of your room,
with those big black eyes staring at you.
Oh man! Also, you would take this Ultimate Box if it had the anime?
I would. Yeah, I would probably do Blu-ray on this. This is, it's new enough and clean enough that I think that the Blu-ray would. I don't know. We probably watch it in HD. We streamed it off of Tubi. Thank you, Tubi, for being awesome.
And for having so many selections.
Yeah. I have no problem taking one commercial break in the middle of my movie to watch something this awesome.
Right? Because that's just a pee break.
Yep. Right. Refill your popcorn and your drink.
Right. Just to feel like you're back in the early 2000s, late 90s, where you had to rush during commercial breaks.
Yep.
And then make it in time. And just the euphoria from, I made it.
There was no DVR.
Right.
No pause this show.
Right. Also, you get this Blu-ray, right?
I think I would.
Yeah, I think I'm in the same boat. Takashi Miike is just such a phenomenal director.
There you go. You just get a Takashi
Miike
collector box.
Ooh. Oh, yeah, that's
because you pulled that up on the screen a little earlier when we were looking. And I was like, I have seen most of those movies, and I like them all.
Exactly. No, yeah, but if as a standalone, I'd probably get a Blu-ray as well. Easy.
Yeah.
All right, guys. What's it called? So we have on our show notes. We have all of our contact information. We have our Facebook group. If you guys want to talk to us about stuff, definitely just go ahead and follow and post on there. We have our Amazon affiliate links. If you guys want to help support the show, that would be awesome. Using those,
right? Yeah. If nothing else, we get some energy drinks here for filming. Eventually, we will film these as well, right. Simulcast.
Yeah, but that just means I have to clean up this room.
So not right away. So just certainly, give us some likes and give us some shares and send us some love. Let us know what you're looking for, what you want to see.
Right.
If we do stuff that's horrible, let us know.
Yeah. Oh man, but yeah, Thanks, guys, for joining us. My name is Barry.
And this is Colby.
And this is Who Watches This. If you guys want to check out who does our theme music, it is Lee Rosevere. It's called Arcade Montage. It's on her Music for Podcast 3 album, and her Bandcamp is down below.
Thank you.